going to the possibilities and timelines and whatnot, do you see that Trump is the last president? Or do you foresee in the near future, hey, what's going to happen in 2030? Like, how do timelines work from what you know going into the future and what we see?
It's a big concept, but if you believe in something and you focus on it, it's bound to kind of appear, or you're bound to shift into that timeline. Collectively, it's a little bit different. It's essentially the more people we have focusing on one thing, one reality, we create that timeline. And so 20 years ago, there was one main timeline on planet Earth, which was that new world order, sort of shadow government-y. Now, with the emergence of a consciousness shift and the awakening and more people questioning, it's really tipped the scales. And so there's this new timeline that's created, which is the exact opposite of a one world government. That's like the new Earth timeline. The first thing I saw when I was remote viewing 2026 was a giant mushroom cloud, a nuclear bomb. Then I saw all of these people getting the same imagery. I saw whether it be Christians or psychics or just random people getting crazy dreams. People are going to start feeling into this timeline. In the old Earth timeline, it's going to end with an apocalyptic World War III type event, which does look like a global nuclear war.
So going to the World War III thing, that's also in the Epstein file. Here's the thing, there's an email. What's in there is that he said, hey, is the World War III plan still a go? Like, he's saying like there's World War III and there's like a plan for it, which is very interesting only because it's him, Bill Gates, and another guy talking about a strain pandemic simulation. And he has this email from like 2017. Are they trying to manifest this thing? Because they run these simulations.
Yep. So I mentioned this in a podcast, and the original timeline was 2020 to 2024, 2025 to 2028. So 2020 to 2024 was sort of the beginning of the downfall of the old system. 2025 to 2028 was the continued downfall of the old system. And then after 2028, we can sort of initiate the new system. What it's going to look like for us in the new Earth timeline is that all of a sudden, we're going to have all this ramp up of like the end of the world and like the nuclear war. And then we wake up one day and a bunch of people remember the world ended yesterday. The people who remembered that were in that original timeline. The people who don't remember that it happened were always or currently in that moment.
There's a song by Sammy Hagar. It came out in 1977 called Crack in the World. And he says, we only have 50 years left. And from that time to 1977, 50 years later is 2027.
Wow.
And he says there's a crack in the world, there's a great divide coming in 2025, and how these frequencies are starting to split because a lot of people are remembering things and other people don't remember, oh, it didn't happen that way. I saw this. This is why there's so many discrepancies now, because people are literally living in different realities now.